CW 39 Sydney Simone.
NBC 6's Sydney Simone.
Fox 33 Sydney Simone.
Our Sydney Simone caught up with both of them today. She is live with more on their story. Sydney.
As the winter season quickly approaches, there's one concern that still remains: whether or not Texas is ready to handle a potential winter storm again. Today is one of the busiest and most expensive travel days of the year. Started earlier, we were at Universal Technical Institute. We switched over to MIT College of Technology. They're collecting donations, so right now I'm actually lending a helping hand and unloading some donations as people drive up. In preparation for hurricane season, they're asking for about 500 volunteers to step in to donate, to help pack and prepare meals for senior citizens. People say the Texas honey is like the bee's knees, and I'm inside the beehive, but we're not talking about Beyonce this morning. We're talking about Bun B. He's performing tonight at the Houston Rodeo. Texas attorney Tony Busby says his firm is filing a lawsuit on behalf of 35 people who became victims at last Friday's Astro Road Festival. So I'm actually going to put on these goggles and kind of show you my skills. I'm not sure how good I am, but I've had a little practice this morning. I'm standing next to the memorial site for Arlene Alvarez, who was shot and killed right here at this bank on Valentine's Day. Now, people are getting out to shop. Law enforcement officials want you to be even more aware of your surroundings. Last night, baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred canceled 93 more games, applying more pressure on locked out players. Almost a century-old tradition continues between Phyllis Wheatley and Jack Gates High School, exchanging some form of a peace offering. When we talk about houses and looking for the perfect home, what should people look for and expect when it comes to deciding between a new construction versus an existing house? Well, in honor of Veterans Day, there are so many activities and opportunities going on around the city, including the Lone Star Flight Museum. I'm actually flying a simulator on South Voss Road, which is what the street we're driving on, heading towards I-10 right now. But there's not much standing bodies of water. If you scroll down to the bottom in that last sentence there, you'll find a link that says Comcast website. Go ahead and click on this link. I'm standing in front of the Bob and Vivian Smith fountain downtown. It was actually frozen over and covered with ice due to the extremely cold temperatures. You can see there's a lot of people out enjoying the fun. This is across from Minute Maid Park. Again, it goes until Friday at 7 a.m. It's for adults only. That means 21 and older, and tickets start at $10. Definitely got to let us know, because I've tried to run that, and that is not my lane. I stopped at the 100-meter dash. So good luck to you this weekend. Now, I hear you guys won an award. Can you tell us?
So we recently just won Grand Champion for Best Bites, which we did a Figgy Piggy, which was pork belly and fried brie, so it was really, really good.
Take me out to the ball game. No, well, I won't be doing the singing, but I can tell you who will. Country music artist Jack Ingram will be performing live here at Street Fest. Some ticket pricing right now. There's different ranges for pricing. You have some starting at about the $164 range. We are in Seabrook. We're actually standing on the corner of Hammer and Toddville, where there's some standing bodies of water. Sydney, not at all star. Now, this is not Fear Factor, but if there was some money on the table, I would be inside of there. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing a name badge and holding this blue slime. Well, that's because I'm standing in Rhodes School for the Performing Arts. I'm outside of Bayland Park Community Center, one of the early voting locations in Harris County, and standing inside the Houston Food Bank, where a press conference will be held later this morning for a $47 million labor agreement with the hopes of gaining more volunteers. Flooding in Houston can happen quickly, and it could have you stranded on the side of the road, leaving you to wonder, where is my car? It is still in the same spot. Well, as mentioned, many drivers had to abandon their car to leave and get to a safe place during yesterday's rain event. Well, Interfaith says Houston is one of the largest refugee centers in the nation, and this area expects about 6,000 to 8,000 refugees from Ukraine. Well, I'm here at J. Ruth Smith Elementary School, where the Texans will be working just as hard off the field as they are on the field by educating the youth on food insecurity. It seems like a lot of people are forgetting to do one thing, the most important thing: buckle up. Houston Health Department confirms a boy with no underlying health conditions lost his life to COVID-19. Judge Lena Hidalgo says with the Delta variant spreading quickly, things are not getting better. The goal now is to protect our children, and families can now take advantage of the $100 incentive program. We're just hours away from Tropical Storm Nicholas hitting this area. Head over to readyharris.org. You'll find a checklist with everything that you need to be ready. The CEO of the Noel Collier Buyer Group wants people to know that the best time to buy a home is at any age or phase of life. I am surrounded by so many beads, probably too many to count, in a shop designed by a jewelry instructor. The owner says creativity engulfs everything. New research shows that about 3,200 people in the Metro Houston area are homeless. I'm standing in Cougar territory at the University of Houston. There's a pep rally going on here this morning at 9:30 with fans and cheerleaders getting ready to send the men's basketball team off for the NCAA tournament. That's right, I did, Sharon. I did have a crawfish mac and cheese turkey leg, and it was so good. I'm actually standing in the A terminal, and it looks like there's a rush coming in behind me. Some people possibly coming in off of some flights this morning. Now, airport officials are telling me foot traffic is supposed to increase by about 40%. How's your experience been this morning so far, just parking and getting to the terminal here?
Well, actually, it's been very good. It's not too busy. We thought it was going to be real busy.
Today, the community vaccination site will no longer be at NRG Park. The location moves to Dick Graves Park with a second site at Sheldon ISD. Throughout genetic sequencing testing done this week, the Texas Department of State Health Services confirms a Houston area woman with COVID-19 is carrying the Omicron variant. Many football fans in the Houston area are waking up to some good news this morning. Of the 7 candidates interviewed for the head coach job, Lovie Smith lands the position. This is so fun, so exciting, and a little spooky, but if you like the game Monopoly, you would definitely love Houstonopoly. It's a walk-through haunted board game. Well, Sharon, I haven't even set any goals yet, so I think I should start there first. I spoke with a doctor who says there are 2 things that attracted her to chiropractic therapy: no medicine and no surgery. It's all done with the use of your hands. Soon, if drivers are coming through downtown, they might notice something a little different about the driving lanes. Eventually, all of these lanes will be red. For mental health discussions continue to rise tremendously. The founder and local nonprofit organization says the goal is to encourage more men to talk about their problems with like-minded people. House Bill 1927, one of the 666 bills passed during the 87th Texas legislature. Galveston is one of the few cities in the United States with a vintage train system, and it is back up and running.